Hello everyone, and once again a warm welcome back to the DrMBalmer channel and to DrMBalmer's kitchen, because this is the part 2 of our review of the Bosch CleverMixx 300 watt electric hand mixer. So I got to test it through Review Club, and yeah, so in exchange for an honest review, and that is the goal. So this is part 2, as I said, and in the first part, if you haven't seen it, we tested it with the dough hooks or kneading hooks, these ones. So today we will do something else, and we will first of all try these ones out. And what can we do with these then? So I've got some vanilla flavored whipped cream, and yeah, it's just that you should whip and then you can serve it. So yeah, I'm thinking that we should try and do that. And for that I need to open this one up, but I also need to unfold the cable here. I need to attach this one, a little thicker one, into the correct hole, and this one into the other one, and I think we're good to go as soon as I have connected the power plug. All right, so we have a scissor symbol here, so allow me to hole in one there, and I will pour it right into here. Let's see if we can get everything out. That's probably not possible, but the question is then how long it will take to get a nice texture and on this vanilla whipped cream. So I think we got everything in there now. 2.5 deciliters. Let's try to whip it and see. We'll start off on the minimum setting, and then we will increase to maximum so that everything won't fly everywhere. So let's start then. Increasing to maximum. starting to thicken up, but we're not quite there yet, I think. So let's continue for a bit more. So 3 minutes 45 seconds, looking pretty good. So what I'm missing is we only have 2 speeds here. I would have liked to have an even faster spinning speed. So only have 2 speeds, and then we have the M for maximum, so we can immediately get the max while we hold the button there, or the slider. But yeah, I would like to have a even faster speed, but maybe the 300 watts are limiting us here. Yeah, so we're right at 5 minutes, and it does look pretty good. So I will have a little taste. Yeah, it tastes good. Vanilla, basically. So now I have a whole bowl of pretty nice vanilla whip, and what can we do with that then? Well, let me first of all put this aside into my refrigerator, and I will lick these cleanly off. So one moment, and we're back. So these whisks have been thoroughly licked clean and rinsed as well, actually. So that's good. It was delicious, and we shall reseat them into the mixer. So yeah, so far what I like about the mixer here is that it's clean, and I mean minimalistic. There's not too much going on here. It's just a slider and a button to remove the whisks or hooks for dough, and also it doesn't weigh almost anything. If you're interested in the weight of it, then have a look at part 1 in this series, so your hand won't get tired of holding it. I suppose a stronger engine motor, electric motor, would be nice, but maybe it would make it heavier. But what I don't like is that we only have basically 2 speed choices here on the mode dial. And also we don't have any rubberized feet or anything here, so if I place it... Yeah, first of all, the cable lead gets stuck here under it often. So, and this thing, I thought that this thing would move about, but it doesn't. I thought it would move away, it would slide, but it doesn't. It's just only on this side, which is a shame. So it should have been maybe, yeah, movable at least. And then no feet, so it slides about on a surface like this. Anyway, but it's pretty quiet, both on the minimum and the maximum setting. And also it has pretty low vibration, so you can feel that it does vibrate a bit, but it's not much. So your hand won't get tired by using it, or from using it. So now that we have all that vanilla whipped cream stuff, what can we use it on? Well, I looked about a bit here, and I found something like this. So it's a lemon cake, basically a sponge cake with lemon flavor, and yeah, it's best before 17th of October 2023, and right now it is yeah, what is it? It's the 7th. It's the 7th of December 2023. So so what does this cake contain here? Well, mostly flour, some additives, but not much, and some egg powder, skimmed milk powder, some salt, lemon aroma, 30% sugar. So yeah, but let's open it up and have a look inside. So this hole, for first of all, is too small, so we will fix that. And it basically says there are instructions here that we should heat up the oven to 175 degrees or hot air oven to 160, and we should also prepare somewhere to pour this in. So okay, but we can do that later. And we shall place the contents of this package into a bowl, add 2.25 deciliters, 2.25 deciliters of water, and 50 grams butter. I will use some vegetable oil, see what happens. And then we should whip it all in for about one minute, and place it in the oven for 45 minutes. So let's pour this in. Okay, now we'll need some water, so hang on a moment. So we got 1 deciliter, it's 2, and then I don't know if this is a quarter, but let's go for it. And then we should also have 50 grams of butter, or yeah, so I will use some olive oil. Let's see if it works. I have no idea. So 50 grams, that's pretty much half a deciliter. So maybe something like this. Yeah, what else? So we should also have, let's see here, yeah, that's pretty much it. So we should whip it for about a minute. It says. It doesn't say what speed, but we'll start with low and then we'll increase once we get a smoother texture that's not so watery. So let's reset this one, the timer. And if you're interested in this timer, I do have a review of it. So have a look at the Thermo Pro on my channel. Okay, so let's get to it. And we'll start on the medium. Okay, so it went back to 0. It happened to me once in the first part of this series, and I wasn't sure if I had set it all the way to minimum or not, or did it just jump away from it. So try again. So before we continue, let me pause this. So as we can see, we did get some splatter. Let me remove the splatter. So I don't know if that's the mixer's fault or not. That it. I don't know if it's the mixer's fault or not that we got so much splatter all over the place. But so this bowl is maybe 1/3 full, and still, if it was watery contents, then things seem to fly off pretty high outside of the rims of the bowl and end up on my timer, for instance. I can place it maybe there. So I will basically reset the timer. We can whip for another minute. But also, maybe as you heard on the sound that it made, the 300 watt motor was changing its sound a bit and therefore its speed. So I don't know if it's struggling right now or not, but we'll try the higher speed setting as well, now that this has thickened up a bit. So let's continue and see what happens. We'll start on minimum and then we'll go up to max. But before I do that, I shall also reset this. So I have found something a little bit blackish in there, right about there. So let's see if we can. Yeah, it is visible, I think. Yeah, right about there. Let's see what that is. Trying to zoom it in. Yeah, it's some kind of piece of something black. On one side it's black, and on the other side it's beige. Okay, let me just remove it from the goo here and rinse my hand. So we find a lot of interesting things here in the DrMBalmer's kitchen. That's for sure. Okay, so let's whip it a bit more now that we have some more time left here. Okay, so we have whipped it a bit more than the packaging said, the instructions there, but I suppose it didn't hurt. The more air we get into it, maybe it becomes fluffier as a result. What else? Yeah, I have an idea. If you remember from part 1, we did add some chia seeds to the cheesecake. Maybe we can add some in here as well. Something like that. And just mix it out. And let this drip down there a bit. Okay, what else? Yeah, we should grab some butter. So let me move this aside. I'll let it drip here. And I shall fetch something to pour it in to. So I have found something to pour all the goo into. And I found some Norwegian butter. Let's take a little piece of it and just place it in there. I will take a piece of paper and just grab it and sort of something like that, maybe. And then I have some breadcrumbs here we can use. Right, it looks pretty nice. So yeah, now that we have this finished, let me, I think we can disconnect. This one. So I'll press the button here, the red one. If I press them, yeah, the right one here, it flew away. So if I wouldn't have had my hand here, it would have fallen into the bowl. So it's a good idea to keep your hand there, and it's perhaps also a good idea to first disconnect the power plug. And now I made a mess on the cable. So let me just move this away. But I actually have got one idea. So Yeah, some ecological cacao. Let's do it like this then. So let's do the pour, but we will pour only a part of this. Something like that. Yeah, it tastes nice. And then let's add some of this. I don't know how much that was, but we can certainly have a look. Yeah. Now let's try to mix that carefully, because it will go all over the place. So let's insert this one. At least the click is pretty loud when you insert them, so you know that they are fastened properly. There's no doubt whether you have done it correctly or not. So let's try to just yeah, let's allow it to drip a bit. I do see some lumps in there. Some things are just air bubbles, but there are some lumps of cacao there. But it's very hard to get a smooth mix like that. Okay, but in the meantime, while this drips, let's turn on the oven. And hot air, 160 degrees. Pretty much the bottom of the oven. So I will disconnect the mixer. And let's try this again. Try and push the button here. Yeah, the right one flies out a lot more than the left one. So allow me to just lick this clean. And let's do the second pour of this goo. I think I need to help it out a bit. Let me... Oh, this is risky, but it stays like this for now. So let me grab a spoon. pretty empty. The last part can of course be eaten as it is. So yeah, so let's put this in the oven and see what happens. So in it goes, and I shall set a timer. It says 45 minutes, but I will try something like 30 and we'll have a look. I know that this oven may be a bit more aggressive, on the aggressive side of things, so what remains now is just to wait, and wait we shall do. And while we're waiting, we might as well reset this and put it on my refrigerator door with its strong magnets. It's actually a pretty nice timer as well. And let's see how quickly we can get this packed up and ready for next time. So the cable has no other storage. There's no facility here for storage, but other than, oh, we got some goo here, so it's already gooing up. Other than just wrapping it around here, but I suppose that works pretty well. I mean, this is obviously a pretty cheap model, relatively speaking. It's a 300 watt. It's pretty simple, there's not much to it. There are certainly more expensive versions of this. So like that, and then the dough hooks we haven't used today, right in there, and yeah, that was pretty quick. I suppose it was a minute. I should have used my timer, but I didn't. So yeah, I haven't yet made any bread, but I'm pretty keen on trying it. So far it's a pretty neat little device, and it did struggle a bit. You could hear the electric motor struggle a little bit with the whisks on the lower setting, on the gooey stuff, not so much on the vanilla whipped cream. So it all depends on the viscosity of things, of course. So I'm very interested to see how the dough hooks will handle some dough if we make some bread. So maybe that will be part 3. I will do my best to get there, so bear with me. But for now we have to wait for the cake to finish in the oven. So 7 minutes remaining of our initial 30 minutes or so, and yeah, we can see some action here in the oven. It's starting to raise a bit. Let's see what happens once the time is up. 1 second remaining. Yeah, and let's have a look at our creation. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, but I wonder if it's done or not. We do have a little crack, so let's see here. It's right there. It has formed on the surface. So let's bring it out and see what it looks like. There we go. At least it smells deliciously. So yeah, it says that you should probe the cake with a probing stick to see if it's dry. I don't have a probing stick, but what I do have is a knife. So let's try it in the middle here. Where is the thickest? Yeah, no goo, so it's dry and ready. I would say it's time to put the kettle on, maybe. And prepare for a nice Swedish fika. So yeah, hang on while I fetch the vanilla whipped cream and while the kettle finishes here. Alright, so I have everything here for a good fika, but I haven't yet fetched the vanilla whipped cream, so let me do that. Okay, and yeah, let's cut this up, shall we? So I will oh yeah, it feels pretty dry actually. Maybe even 30 minutes was too much in my oven, especially in this glass bowl. But anyway, I know for next time. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, now that's a nice piece of cake. You can see how it has mixed well here with the chocolatey stuff and the vanilla stuff. Vanilla, let me say, wait a minute. Lemony stuff. Maybe there's some vanilla flavor inside as well. So yeah, but it feels, yeah, not too dry, pretty gooey, still dry, but not like a piece of bread. This turned out pretty nice, maybe. And then we shall have some English breakfast tea. Make a nice cup. Okay, we can move this away. Like so. We can move this away and move this in. Let's grab some of the vanilla whipped cream and just apply it there. Yeah, it got mixed pretty well. I don't see the chia seeds so much, but they're there. So let's have a taste, shall we? Yeah, that's good stuff. Let's try some from the rim. Oops. Yeah, why not? Really good, actually. And let's have a sip of this tea as well while we're at it. Yeah, I don't know about you, but this is some nice fika. Yeah, great messy success, and well, what else is there to say? Pretty nice device, and look forward to part 3 of this if I get some utilities for making bread. But yeah, we know some of the pros and cons of this and how it works and what it sounds like, the vibration, and the motor, the speed settings. Would like to see some more settings, lower and faster speeds, so that things don't fly everywhere when you start mixing it. It would be nice to have a very low speed to start with, and then maybe it could be seamless instead of just 2 discrete settings. And yeah, but a nice cake anyway. We made it using this, so it definitely works. Yeah, so all that's left for me to do is to wish you a nice fika. I wish I could give some of this to you, but thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye bye.